Hello there. All of you have inspired me to share a spontaneous message from the mountain again. I didn't plan to do this, but I'm halfway up here. This is my view. And this week, the topic is story. And many of us are halfway through our story, just like I'm halfway up the hill with my skis. And it's not always pretty. It can be hard. Life is, just like we have struggles, we have setbacks, we have things that test our strength. And, this morning I woke up kind of sad, and I didn't sleep well. I was thinking a lot about life. I'm moving into my 60th year now, and it started to feel weird. And I started to look back at my life and the stories and the journey that I've been on, and there was a question, have I lived to the full? What would I regret if I didn't do it? That sort of thing. And it's in that spirit that I want to invite you this week into the power of story. Let me share with you my view while I share a little bit. I wouldn't be here up this mountain looking down at this beautiful lake if I hadn't had a horrible experience with a business partner in Australia. At the time, it was devastating. The essence of it was he basically ran off with a business, and the business that we'd created together, the client base, the people, and I had to leave the country because my visa came along with that business, and I won't go into the details, but it was absolutely devastating. And it wasn't until I got away from him, though, that I realized that in some ways I'd been holding myself back in that relationship. It was a business relationship, I was already with Benjamin. But with this man, I realized that I had been small. I had been playing small, and he was probably a narcissist and potentially even a sociopath. And I didn't recognize that at first, and I didn't trust my instincts, and I lacked a certain confidence in myself, even though I'd done so many things still in my life. I'd worked with entrepreneurs, I've traveled, I've taught, meditation in Thailand, all kinds of fun things. But some part of me just did not feel confident enough, and so I was in his shadow in a way in this business. And as I started to shine, it made him angry because he wanted to shine more. He didn't like it when clients wanted to work with me and not him. And so there was this energetic power play going on, I suppose, and it began to get really unpleasant, and I had to step away from the whole thing. There's some people coming. Yes, way. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the ride. So that's what happens on this slope. I'm going to be doing that very soon once I've climbed to the top. And I'll do a meditation for you all at the top. Oh, this is a bit rambling, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about story, and the point I'm making is that, stuff can get hard, but I'm so grateful that I'm here now looking down this mountain. I'm glad I don't live in Australia. I'm glad I don't live in the shadow of that man. I needed to step up. I needed to have that devastating loss in order to basically put my big girl panties on and believe in myself. And it was a long journey with many twists and turns, and my arm's aching. And, along the way, creating a retreat company with a business partner here in the US and Hawaii. Learning so many amazing skills, meeting the most extraordinary people, leading retreats, training in somatic work, training in numerology, training in branding, working with extraordinary clients all over the world. That I don't believe would have been possible if I hadn't been able to escape from that spell I was under. I needed to step it out and really know what I was made of. And I'll leave the story there for now. I've just told it in a very woolly way, but I wanted you to get a sense of the power of story. I just told 2 stories today, the one about waking up sad and wanting to come out here and actually to complete that story, I now feel so much more uplifted just sharing with you and letting nature do her magic. You know, I knew I needed to be out here. I knew I needed music and nature and snow and time to be on my own. And you know, and so there's that story. And then I told this story really of what brought me to the US. The power of story is everywhere. So I want to invite you this week to really explore the questions, go deep, dig deep inside, find those stories. There's many different types to tell. Gather them, have at least 20 or 30 stories up your sleeve, and more will come spontaneously anyway as you live life. But the power of story I cannot overemphasize. So get out and do something fun as well this week. I'm going to go climb the mountain and complete this story and go make a meditation for you at the top. But yes, happy week. I'll see you very soon.